of the ordinary for the last week as well. And look at those bans. Glass coming in straight away from PACT. And of course, ex-NYYRIKKI is playing hard to get and calling themselves Kakona.
Yeah, the Kikona helicopters, for those who don't know what Kakopter is, we had a bit of a struggle finding out. Well, for sure last time. As right now we're just waiting for these bans to come in, and Termite is actually quite an interesting one, but I know that it fits their strategy. They are gonna be playing a Maestro on the armory wall. So if PACT reads this properly, if they did their homework, they are gonna be banning Maestro off, as we are seeing a mirror ban coming down here from ex-NYYRIKKI or Kikona Kakopter. So it's up to see now if NYYRIKKI, or PACT, I mean, has done their homework, if they are going to be banning that Maestro. And if they're not, they're going to have a hard time, and they are going for Echo.
Well, the defense bans, looking at the normal meta of the game, is pretty understandable. But that Glass and Thermite ban is something a little bit different.
Yep.
Let's see what it will bring. It is Kikona Kakopter on the offensive for the first half, taking on the Polish guys of PACT. They are currently at 0 points. They really need to get this win to at least have a hope of getting up in the top 4 and at least get into those prizes.
Yeah, definitely. I got to excuse myself a little bit. I was confused with Border. It's actually Villa.
Oh, silly.
Yeah, so
it's
still
just
early.
a
little mistake. It's early. You know, I've had quite a long of a travel ahead of me when I came back. So yeah. Let's see how they are going to be running this, as he themselves is going to start on the attack. And that means that Terma ban could actually come to haunt them if they don't do this properly.
Well, it is going to be a pretty normal day in the office, it seems, operator-wise. Of course, it is a Jackal to Sticky as well for ex-NYYRIKKI to see if PACT will be very paranoid. One thing we've seen on Villa a lot of times is that C4 vertical play.
Yeah.
Probably the most key thing that we've seen already. Curious to see what that will bring to this match as well, because pretty much every time we've seen a double kill every 2 or 3 rounds with it.
Like normally we see the C4 actually hitting at least one, yeah, and if they play it properly, get a potential double kill right here. Now, the bomb site they're currently playing is going to be a good opportunity for Magic to actually make that happen, but I assume NYYRIKKI or Kikona Kakopter are going for that bottom floor control, because that is something that they seem to do on literally every map. They take the bottom floor control, work their way up like that. Now, since the lack of a Termite, you would expect a Bandit to come in, right? So that's the case. And the first Excalibur pellets are actually going to bounce off on the window right there, and that means one is going to be wasted. The vault is going to get opened up at least a bit, as one impact comes in right there to destroy 2 of those Excalibur pellets, but still a line of sight will be opened up, and Panari will be able to use that if he wants to.
Optic did a run out, lost half his life, but at least delayed ex-NYYRIKKI a little bit. The problem is though, Sticky now goes down for the ex-NYYRIKKI side. That is the Jackal without putting any scans into use, meaning that PACT now has the advantage on the defense, which is of course favored. They still need to play it out better. As now we see Sticky actually playing a bit solo there when he died. Completely in the hallway, no teammates nearby. We knew he was on a little bit of a hunt early on. Of course, with a Jackal, you want to maybe put on some more pressure, go where the players don't expect you to go. But unfortunately, that did not work out for the Finnish side. Now we have Magic scanning around with that pulse as Optic takes down Panari. And that means it is now a 5-on-3. It's going to be an interesting round for ex-NYYRIKKI to come back from.
Yeah, definitely so, as we are going to see another frag coming down there from Magic. Level T right now, C4 deployed, gets one as well. It's all going to be up to Kalensky as he takes down one. Still 4 to go for him to try and make this happen. That won't happen. Magic will find that round, and that means that PACT are going to get their first one on the board.
Yeah, we are going to have to restart the stream and add 3 minutes delay. Unfortunately, that will happen in just a worry about that. We'll be right back. And now it's going to be the second round. It will be the 1-0 lead for PACT so far. ex-NYYRIKKI, of course, a team which isn't too shabby, but hasn't had the best performance just yet in this season. Of course, there are also Orclus at the moment, which doesn't really help you mentally wise, because, well, maybe one or two of the players have to be very interested and very active in the negotiations with a new org.
It takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, this
Normally you have like a
distracts you from the
manager or
prep.
someone to do that for you. But if you don't have an org, it's going to be hard to get a manager.
Like, the problem is also that the guy that usually does most of the prep work is like the captain, IGL often as well.
Yeah.
It's also the guy that has to do the negotiations.
Yeah, and of course they do have a manager. But like most likely it will take up some of their time as well, just to make sure it's going to be a good deal for them. Now they did manage to win one last week, so they do have some points on the board, and it's something that PACT doesn't have. They're dead last right now with a -11 score difference.
Yeah, but we have to say that ex-NYYRIKKI won convincingly against guys of End Gaming, but End Gaming is also on 0 wins right now.
Yeah, they're on the 7th place, just a -10 round difference.
Well,
so it's not too much.
You can still fix it in one day if you just go 7-0 twice.
Yeah, then you are going to be +4.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, as we now will see ex-NYYRIKKI try to go for an offense once again. Yet they still don't know how to enter, are slowing it down. And we see the sledge of Panari. Something I love to see, especially with those nades coming in. Probably the most effective nade user we've seen in the Challenger League so far. But the problem is he has had some disconnects in last week as well, which does really hurt his team.
That does definitely hurt his team, and hopefully those issues will be resolved for the players right now, as we are going to see these ex-Skyros going off already. Again, Impact coming in right there to try and stall it out. Wrong timing, but Kalensky still manages to pick up on a kill off Optic. As we are going to see these little foot holes, ankle holes being opened up. Logibomb is going to be coming down together with some vertical play from Muftahu. They are going to get ready to try and make the best out of it, as they took complete control of the bottom floor. It's just Magic deciding to go up now on the other side of the map, trying to stay safe and fight another day.
Does he still have a C4? I missed it for a moment.
I think he does, because no one has been in the opportunity yet to throw C4 at. Now spots those holes right there. Darius is going to get thrown out. Question is how long before he gets peeked. If he messes up all his shots right there, flashbangs coming in will prompt the push. Double kill. Oscar Mosca then picks up that frag to the Jaeger, and NYYRIKKI or Kakona Kakopteri suddenly are 2 up, 3 up as we speak.
PACT was out of position, especially Darius there being pincered in by so many players of ex-NYYRIKKI, knowing what the info was and using it effectively. Logic Bomb has now come in. That means there's more problems for PACT as they get 1 frag, but lose the round, meaning it's 1-1. Ex-NYYRIKKI is stepping up just the way they need to. That means they're probably in a happy place right now, happy to get the 3rd round as well, and taking the lead, doing so.
Yeah, 1-1 right now. As we say, defense is the favorite side on this map. Lack of a termite could potentially harm the attackers even more. And right now, Kakona Kakopteri or ex-NYYRIKKI has 1 round on the board already. It's a good start out of 2. Can they pick up another one and take the lead? That's going to be the question. Or will PACT pick themselves back up and stay on top and bring this back to an eventual possible win for them?
And the problem was that Magic in the 1st round playing the pulls had a lot of impact, had a lot of frags as well. This time around he was again very flexible, very mobile. But you saw that when the push came in, he was nowhere to really help out his mates. PACT was out of position. They got picked off, and that you come into a 1v4, what you gonna do then?
But he didn't have an impact as of yet, right? And as no one was forcing him out or was trying to peek him, he had no one to challenge. And you're not going to look for one at that point, so he was forced to go back to the site. And the push was already happening at that point. 3 people already died before he was able to come back. And right there you see that ex-NYYRIKKI read that well and made the best out of it. And most likely, I'm going to expect them to try and do the same thing right now. Take that bottom control as it worked so well last time. And go from there. However, this time Magic will be roaming near the actual side of the building that they will have to enter.
It is a good spot right there from Panari. Unfortunately, though, he can't capitalize on it. No damage being dealt, and that is a bit of a waste. That should have been a mistake from PACT that would have been effectively used by the ex-NYYRIKKI or Kakona Kakopteri. But unfortunately for them, they still have a little bit of info, but no kills just yet.
Yeah, definitely. We see in the meantime, Mutahu is trying to clear off the bottom floor right there. They do have the drones to support him as they are clearing the building bit by bit. Sticky right there as well. Back on his drone, already used one of the Logi bombs. As Magic is still out there, he's still around there. As he is actually in the basement, and I don't think they know that.
And so, time is being wasted. Yet, ex-NYYRIKKI still has just under 2 minutes left. But is still to really enter the building with the majority of their squad. Of course, you have some people standing by already doing some work. Let's see if Deep again has a very good impact, and so he will use his 2 though. Meaning one ex-NYYRIKKI set can actually blow the right way. Yep. Maybe he was a bit overzealous, maybe expected to be a double charge again like ex-NYYRIKKI did before, but meanwhile Moftaho has the frag onto Magic. Being traded out though, meaning Darius still can go for a second. But unfortunately does not hit the headshot.
Yeah, Sticky right there wasn't able to pick him up either as they both missed on each other. Still the baits are trying to come out as Darius wants to go for a flank right here. Knows the around position of the Dokkaebi and now wants to go get him. However, I'm not sure. Sticky might have an actual call left. As in the meantime, Darius has moved up already on the stairs and is in a position to rotate in quickly. As we are seeing this take being executed again. Oscar Mosca together with Benari on that window are going to be taking control of astronomy very soon as Stiggy is now going to be moving up those stairs. They will have every single bit of information that they need, and right now the next target to pick up is Our. Our actually picks up Benari, and that means that is going to be bad news. Refrag coming in. Kalensky takes down Optic, still 3 on 3, but his Mysore is in such a good position on this spot right here. He's going to get pressured a little bit by the Dokkaebi. No damage being done as of yet. They have to use flashbangs right there. Oscar Mosca actually gets that frag, but another one coming in. Ooh. Darius then takes down Sticky in the trade. And that means that Kekona Kokoptri will be winning up that their second round. Third round in total. Bring it up to 1-2.
I think this round for ex-NYYRIKKI was a very good tutorial on tactical play. The way they took astronomy. Again, very calm and collected, very thought out. And then on the push as well. Sticky was the sacrifice. They knew if they had the frag onto Augur, they can just run in.
Yeah.
So they did.
They did try to peek him from 2 sides. Sticky tried to run in from the door. One other guy peeked him from the rotation hole to just make sure he cannot fight both angles at the same time. So if one dies, the other one was going to be able to instantly refrag him. Still have that advantage. As we are going to see PACT now going back to the aviation room.
Actually, Capcan coming in as well, something we haven't seen too much in the Challenger League yet, but of course on a map like Villa can be very annoying. So many doorways you have to go through, so many traps that can be, well, drilled into the walls. Let's see if it will actually catch a NYYRIKKI player off guard. As of course Benari is a man built as a tank, ready to run through everything without checking any corners.
Benari, of course, one of the guys with the most experience, people know the most of the entire community due to his flute skills and his shooting skills. As we are now seeing the setup right here, just one roamer. It is going to be Capcan. If you ask who can roam, it's going to be Capcan.
And let's see if Magic can work his magic once again. So far he's the top fragger for PACT. Same goes for Kalensky on the other side though. But that doesn't really mean you'll win if you have a top fragger. Each team, of course, will have that star player, but the rest of the team has to step up as well. And so far, ex-NYYRIKKI is working more as a unit. And that is how they are currently extending the lead. Motodo already losing half his life, running into a trap. And that was unfortunate. Now he has called out, though, the Capcan is around. And that means the rest of the team will probably be a little bit more cautious going around corners.
Yeah, we saw one of the EMPs already being thrown at that door, so they do not have to peek it. They're just going to be using that. Ooh, actually going to waste a double impact right there as the wall wasn't opened up from above yet. And that means that it will still go off and both impacts are going to be gone. But
oh, it failed!
One, and it failed. It's still going on as the third X-Car is now going off. And that means 2 big holes for PACT to worry about. As one of those Meister camps is going to get spotted out. They're just watching for feet right now, but still could be quite impactful. PACT cannot peek those angles. They have to stay clear from them. As Kalensky just got hit by, I believe, a C4 right there. is going to go take some damage as well. Because right now, concussions are going to be coming in, trying to put some damage right here, put some pressure. Panari throwing in a grenade, won't do any damage onto Hour. I believe a ADS is located on set position. Now flashbangs are coming in. Kiko and Kikopteri are looking to get their entry done, are looking to get their execute right. As we are seeing a slow peek right there, Darius comes out on top. This is a first frag into the favor of PACT. Darius taking only a fraction of HP of damage.
Optic now also takes a frag onto Sticky. The problem is Panari and ex-NYYRIKKI will step it up. But suddenly there's Deep with that shotgun. Takes down ex-NYYRIKKI, making it back into a 3-on-2. And yet there is no entry for ex-NYYRIKKI. They don't have the diffuser either. Still have to pick it up. And Panari is on the hunt. Now he finds Deep looking the wrong way. Unaware of the position. And now also a down from Kalansky. Picks up the pistol, picks up the frag, making it a 1v2 against Hour. The Maestro, of course, having more than enough bullets. But does he have more than enough position play? At least he takes down Kalansky, and now it's a 1v1 Panari versus Hour. It is a shootout, and they both don't want to die right here. It is Panari looking at the wrong target. Still with 20 seconds left, has to move soon. But a nade will come in. He might actually overstep as Hour will now take damage. Panari takes it. It's 3-1 and lovely stuff right there by the Flute Master.
Panari was constantly being spotted out. Hour should have had that round. He knew exactly where he was. Knew that grenade was coming in and totally messed up on his reaction time right there as Panari just moved through. Don't know why that was. Maybe he was watching if the nade reticle was too close or something because of that missed him.
Probably scared that it might have been too close. He was hit in the end.
Yeah,
by
because
the
he
nade.
was hit just a little bit, but like he should have seen Panari move by and at least respond to that, but we saw nothing of that. And that means it's currently 1-3 in favor of Kiko and Kikopteri, who are looking quite strong so far on this defense side of the map, taking 3 rounds in a row on the attack. And PACT, that doesn't look too good for you right now.
Now ex-NYYRIKKI also sticking to their operators very consistently, saying Maverick, we don't need it. And then the rest, well, it's already set in stone. Panari on the Sledge. What else do you want them to play on offense?
He always plays Sledge. I've called it in the qualifiers. He just has like this 100% pick rate of Sledge. Seems to be maybe, I know CGG, they're doing some kind of stats. Maybe they could make a statistic on how high the pick rate of Sledges of Panari.
Well, it is going to be a new round where ex-NYYRIKKI can get closer to the map point already. They're building quite a commanding lead. And if PACT chokes on this bomb side once again, it will be quite a tough battle for them to come. The offense is about to start as we do have a new round. Split offense with Panari opening up a hole right there for his mate Stiggy.
Yeah, definitely so, as right now we see the two members, Miftahu and ex-NYYRIKKI, being ready. They're droning out this room right here, making sure no one is there, so those ex-Kairos are about to come in. Capcan traps are going to get spotted out, will be taken out soon as well, as they are looking ready to do so. But on the other side, PACT will be with, I believe, just 2 impact nades actually, trying to counter off any ex-Kairos from opening up. Sticky, in the meantime, is going to be holding the run-outs, making sure no one is going to be trying to challenge Panari from those windows. Tries to bait him out with the drone right now. Spots out, no one is going to be there. Could be in the wrong timing right here, putting down that Claymore. Spots one, gets taken out by Optic. Question is, does he know that that Claymore got deployed? Should have, if he rotates up later.
Magic is again on the run around, hoping to get a frag somewhere, or at least annoy the players of ex-NYYRIKKI. The walls again are being opened up as now Optic takes down Sticky as well. Tries to go for the flick, will actually get Kalansky, who just took out Darius. Claymore does not have any effect. As pistol will now come out, it's Optic with another. Will he get the 8?
Oh,
yes, he will! And PACT just comes back. It's going to be 3-2 in rounds, and look at this. Optic just giving a masterclass.
Making the ace right there, just taking them down one by one. As he secures that round basically single-handedly on the side of PACT. Now, round 1 we had a 4K from Magic, almost doing the same thing right there. Round 5, Optic takes things into his own hands and brings it back to 2 and 3, as we are going to see a Kaid right now to come out, most likely to try and get rid of the ex-Kairos, but it takes too long. The Electroclaw takes too long to deploy for the ex-Kairos to counter it. So they're gonna have to pre-deploy it, because we're also gonna see a bandit. So they're really not into those ex-NYYRIKKIs anymore. They want to get rid of those.
It's going to be well, defending the fortress big time. But the problem is, of course, ex-NYYRIKKI still has that Thatcher working for him. But well, maybe the bandit will be very happy and very fast to react. And with this magic Valkyrie cam, they can actually hold more vision on that wall and maybe bend the trick a little bit better.
Yeah, let's definitely hope so. As one is going to be thrown out right here onto the roof. We'll be letting them know if anybody will be rappelling up on the side. And I think we can see a potential run out from Magic as he opened up the window completely now. So, ex-NYYRIKKI have to be careful from that position.
Panari should have noticed though. He was running past when that wood would have fallen out. Yeah, I think so. Not sure though. As we will see that the majority of ex-NYYRIKKI will attack from the bedroom. That is something I believe PACT is really hoping for.
Yeah, definitely so, as we are just waiting to see how ex-NYYRIKKI are going to make this entry happen. Now, again, bottom floor control will be established by Move to Who. Probably Stiggy will be with him. At least able to provide him some sort of backup. Panari also on the bottom, as they are looking to go for a different approach this time. Right there, EMP is going to get tossed out. That will get rid of the bandit devices, but he is still going to be on that wall to potentially bandit trick that. But both are going to be opened up by Oscar Mosca, and that's going to be hard to bandit trick. So,
oh, he actually takes damage.
He did take damage. He won't be able to bandit trick both walls. Only one is going to be opened up, and I believe the third set of ex-NYYRIKKIs just got eaten though by that bandit charge. Not too sure about it.
That would have been rather unfortunate for the ex-NYYRIKKI side. Still, quite some value when you have a bandit just sticking around just around the corner. Meaning ex-NYYRIKKI might have some problems getting in towards the sides they want to, as time is ticking down. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. As there is still magic roaming around, probably, as Deep is also quite happy to take the fight. Logic Bomb down now coming in, ex-NYYRIKKI putting on more pressure and playing the info game.
Yeah, I'll take, you saw him rotating down, his job is done as a bandit, tried to bandit trick it, failed it. Is going to be going down right now to try something else. Stiggy gets the entry onto Darius. And right now that will mark the start of the attack, as Stiggy is actually quite low on HP. Grenade is going to get tossed out right there, but Panari is going to take some damage but doesn't deal any, as he knows the round position of the player right there. Gets the headshot onto Hour. That's the key out of play. Just 3 more left to go. Stiggy with another one. 2 on 5. And once again, Rikki or ex-NYYRIKKI are looking very strong on this bomb site to try and take it. Claymore coming in to finish things off of Optic. And it's all going to be up to Deep to make this happen. Grabs one, but then gets taken out by Move to Who. And that means we are seeing a 2-4 health time.
I don't want to flame, but I think PACT should just leave Astronomy open. There is yet to be a failed attacking attempt from the side of ex-NYYRIKKI. Whenever they want to go for the Astronomy side, they don't lose a single player doing so. And they get 1 or 2 frags every time.
Yeah, as soon as they start taking the side, that's when the losses fall. But like, at that point, there's only 2 members left on the side of PACT, right? So it's going to be hard for them to try and get more out of that, as they are going to be going on the attack now. We are seeing a Nomad coming into play. Ooh. Now reminding you, there is no 6 picking into the Challenger League as of yet. That means that if you pick Nomad, you're going to be seeing Nomad, and that's not going to be a mind game coming down right here.
Yeah, we see a completely different lineup almost from the side of PACT, of course. A double hard destructor, something we didn't see from ex-NYYRIKKI.
Utility, actually.
Yeah. And like,
but no grenades or something.
No,
so
we haven't seen the Ash yet, we haven't seen the Nomad, we haven't seen the Maverick, but now we are missing the frag grenades, as you said, the utility that we saw on Panari.
Yeah, of course, PACT a completely different team, or having different kind of ways to do these kind of things. So, let's see if it will work out for them. They do need to get in these rounds, as ex-NYYRIKKI or ex-NYYRIKKI are only 2 rounds away from the safe, from at least at 1 point. Of course, they do want to take the full free if you are at this current position at halftime. Now what we're seeing is PACT is going to be going for a complete different approach. Everybody will be attacking from the south side. Most likely will be taking control from the building, starting from the south side, going west, or north, I mean, as they go. As ex-NYYRIKKI went for bottom floor and just attacked straight on from the windows and the staircase. Of course, more control will be established by PACT like this. Will take them a lot more time though, which leaves them at less time to execute. This is a beautiful angle right there from Magic, just in that tree right there. Try and camouflage yourself. Just trying to bait them out right there and pumping some shots through that window. As we see the side of PACT now falling in. They're starting to engage. Who going quite aggressive right there. Know that they are coming from the south side. We'll be calling that out as well, so they know it's going to be an attack from this side, and people can relocate them.
Wasn't Stiggy also moving around on the lower floor, hoping to get a flank in? Is this the reason ex-NYYRIKKI is trying to distract them, waste some time, and put in some shots to put on pressure? It is going to be Magic holding off the angle, but Optic is still hunting. He might actually find something soon, as Deep now takes out Paneri. Move to Hodo with the refrag, brings it back to a 4-on-4, and at least on the bottom there is Oscar Mosca, hoping to get a frag somewhere, as Move to Ho might actually get some pressure right now.
Yeah, they know his position right there. They know he peeked in aggressively. Has to stay a little bit more passive now as his buddy died right there. So he only has pressure from his side and Kalensky if they manage to go through that wall. But still, they are waiting for Oscar Mosca to make his move right there. Again, he's going aggressive right here to support that smoke. Make sure that they're not actually playing in that position. And Oscar Mosca is just going to try and scout things out right there. C4 won't hit anything. Just a tiny bit of damage right there as Darius now picks up Move to Who, and that means it's a 4-3. They are taking the advantage right here. They are going to go for the entry as Stiggy picks up one. Now Stiggy wants to pick up another one. He knows one is in the bathroom as he is going to get taken out, and that means the side will be opened up and they won't have to worry about this smoke player.
The fuser is being planted as the ADSs are being eaten, and it will be Kalensky. Still the side takes down Optic, brings it into a 2-on-2, but Magic has the angle on towards Oscar Mosca. Knew he was coming, knew he was flanking, and Kalensky is now up against it. No players to help him out, no smokes left. But at least an SMG-11, a low health Magic, and actually Hour already dies. It's a 1v1, and low HP means Magic is the target, and he will go down. A 1v2 for Kalensky brings it to a 5-on-2 for ex-NYYRIKKI, and they will copter all the way home.
Did he pick up 4 or 3 kills?
I believe
picked up
3.
At least 3. That's... Yeah, I'm not too sure, but just an amazing clutch right there from Kalensky, just winning that round off, bringing them to a 2-on-5 rounds. And right now, PACT has to wonder what they are doing, because that wasn't supposed to happen. You're never supposed to lose an after plant like that if you're even having 2-man advantage right there, 1 man. That is. Yeah, PACT doesn't seem too solid right now.
Well, sometimes you have your off days, and luckily though, they still have another match coming up later today. I think that is actually on the UK stream, though. It will be against M&M Gaming, which isn't the easiest opponent. By the way, look at Kalensky, a 10-3 scoreline.
Definitely
absolutely
some big
amazing
jobs right there.
And Oscar Mosca wants to get in on the action as well. Picks up Ella, just has that huge fire rate, but hopefully he also has a huge aim working for him today.
Yeah, let's hope so, as we are potentially entering a round right here with NYYRIKKI or Corruptory, for those who don't know, lost their organization or parted with their organization last week. Now are still in negotiations, I believe, for a new one. In the meantime, they are using the name Kikona Kokoptri, which is a pretty good thing to say. It just rolls out of your mouth, right?
Yeah, but I also fumble it up a lot of time.
Yeah, that's as well.
Well, it's going to be a new round where PACT will go on the offensive. Stiggy seemingly running around on the Jaeger, putting down his ADSs and saying, well, I have a good gun. Let's run around and lose some health as well. Some random shots came through. I don't think it was actually intentional, but he got hit up. As it is now Kalensky also under pressure. A lot of players standing around. And so he falls back a little bit.
Oscar Mosca in a good position though. As soon as they are going to be entering into that, I believe that is east side of the balcony, they'll be able to just punch the window and try and get the easy frag right there. Of course, loads of recall on that Scorpion, so he's going to have to make them hit. His Optic is going to go for that vertical play right here. Meantime, basement or cellar is also going to get cleared out by the Ash. As PACT is trying to gain some control right here to make their attack stick this time. As they did have to plant. They just didn't know how to deal with the 1v2 after plant situation, because Kalensky was too strong.
How much intel is ex-NYYRIKKI missing currently by not having a Maestro? Is it vital?
I mean, they do have some. They do have the ears, right? So they know where they are coming from. I don't think they really like to play with him, and it's of course your play style. Moscow got picked off early, so no flank will be coming in right here.
Oh, Sticky was still on the
Stiggy's
lower
still
floor,
on the
right?
lower floor, of course, so that could actually be a flank that could work out in the end. But right now, they're just trying to make some holes right here. Maverick just made his glory holes, as people call them, which he can use to look through. Wants to know if anybody will be going to try and deny those ex-Kairos, but there's a Mew Gemmer already deployed right there. Now got taken out by the Maverick, because they are going to be opening up that wall completely now to try and enter from there.
There is going to be a peek on towards the Ibana. No real damage being exchanged though. We're only taking a little bit, and they can't really crawl through that hole either. It's going to take a Maverick to get through there, as he will now try to blow another hole into the wall. But unfortunately he chose the wrong one. Smokes are being deployed. ex-NYYRIKKI is now feeling the pressure, as the attack will soon commence.
Yeah, the second smoke canister is going to get deployed right there. A trade coming in from Magic and Panari, both taken down by one another. Kalensky then picks up Darius as he walked into the site. Basically, last canister is about to get deployed, but he gets taken out by Deep right before he can actually do that. And right now, it's all up to Stiggy in a 1-on-3 situation. He knows they're about to go in for the plant, but he has to go around for that roam. Will be picked up by Deep, and that means it's currently 3-5. As PACT managed to find a round right here, but still have a long way to go to get that win home.
But they played nicely, a bit chaotic I have to say, especially with those Maverick holes and the Ibana. Not really working together too well, not really opening up the stuff they wanted to. But in the end it did work out by actually putting ex-NYYRIKKI in awkward places. That means it's now 5-3. Still, as you said, a long way to go, but at least it gives some hope.
Definitely so. We are going to see Kavera coming in from Muftahu. Now, that will most likely force PACT to clear out the basement with 2 guys. Because if you're going with just one, and you know, Kavera does get the down on you, you're going to get an interrogation on you. And it's something you don't want. So, like this, NYYRIKKI is going to be forcing a 2-man roam clear at least. Which means that they'll be less contested on the site from the start of the round. So it could actually be a smart call.
Maybe this is the moment we've been waiting for. I do love to see Kavera coming in. I would love a Monty coming in even more. You know me, I'm a crazy guy, and I do like my beefy shieldy man to come in. Recruit 5 shield, no problem either if you want to see that happen. But now we'll see if PACT can actually play a smart round. Same operators as they had before. It worked out. It did not really go smoothly, so to say. But let's see if they can smooth out the rough edges. And see if they can destroy ex-NYYRIKKI, bring it to a 1-round difference. And see if they can actually still have a shot to win this map.
I like the nomad play right here. It's going to be coming down from the veranda, so they can actually deny both those doors and get control of the actual room that they are going to be entering from now, whether you call that fireplace or what name you have about it. Deep actually gets the entry right there. That's unlucky, as the bandit is now going to be removed at the board. It's going to be a clean opening right here for Our. There's nothing to worry about, as there is no bandit on the board anymore.
But that's also twice that ex-NYYRIKKI has given the entry up to PACT. And last round they did lose due to it, I have to say.
Yeah.
So that is a risky move. Maybe something to keep in mind. Having to play a little bit slower.
Now, right here you see those Arajabs being used to gain control of the area, making sure that rotations will be harder. And that's what Nomad excels at, just to cut down those rotations, make sure that they won't be able to use them, because those Arajabs are so hard to spot. As Deep spots out Kalensky, grabs that kill. Now we'll be proceeding in opening up the wall right here, hopefully spotting out a Bandit. Wire does indeed do so. And that means that Our now will be enabled to put down those ex-Kairos charges. Right there, some actually go through the hole. That's an unlucky hole right there. As Maverick kind of messed that one up. They are still going to have the visual advantage right there, but not going to be able to vault through, I believe. Next, Arjab is going to get deployed right there, as they are going to be trying to challenge 90 to get even more control. Right there, Magic picks up the fragment of Panari of 90. Arjab going off. That will be another clean kill. Actually, Sticky comes out on top, manages to take him out. As the Arjab, that wasn't him, Arjab. Someone else got Arjab. It was Muftahu. Another kill coming down from Stiggy. That's a 3-on-2 right now. Spots another one. Gets taken out by Magic. Move to the Kavera, 1-on-3 situation right here. They know around where she is, gets picked up by Magic, and that means PACT gets another round, brings it to 4-5.
And that is making it even more interesting. Move to Ho doing some great stuff. Unfortunately, the Kavera can't make it work. Those air jabs, well, you can call them like non-lethal claymores, maybe?
Yeah, basically. They just launch you back, right? So
Yeah.
they all let the defenders know, but it's less visible than a claymore. Because you see those lines from the claymore, the lasers? No one is going to be peeking at it, try to take it out, then move up, right? So the air jab is like basically invisible. No one pays attention to it.
Well, last week I did see some players take him out, but then they were placed so obviously they knew the Nomad was coming.
A lot of players
somewhere.
actually place them obviously in the middle of staircases for some reason.
Well, then they have to shoot them or something.
Yeah, okay, but like it's better to just hide them, which guarantees them to not see them and being thrown back, right? So I'm not sure what the thought process behind it is, but of course these players will have thought that through. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know.
Oh, actually, operator-wise, ex-NYYRIKKI has made a sudden change and is now the key, also being picked up by Stiggy.
Yep, which is good actually, because there is a Maestro, Maverick I mean, there is no Thatcher, so it's going to be really hard to counter that wall that you saw right there if you don't have a Twitch right now or a Thatcher. Because those Electro Claws, as they're called, they're going to most likely be attached to the roof. Or to the ceiling, that is. And you cannot Maverick those out. And as they do not have a Thatcher, they will not be able to impede them to just get rid of them. So that wall will stay closed, or Maverick will have to make it open.
Painfully.
Very smart call by NYYRIKKI.
Yeah, change things up. And, well, so far, ex-NYYRIKKI has been seeming to be the smarter team. Not per se stronger, but that brain does really work, especially with those takes they had on Astronomy on the offensive side. On the defense, though, they have been struggling. Winning 1 and losing 2, meaning their score isn't too great so far. Going over-aggressive every now and then, especially Oscar Mosca. But of course, he can still bounce back the further this progresses.
Oh, deep. I almost spotted that Sticky right there. Had one of the slugs being shot to him. Will be forced to rotate back now as one of those goo mines will actually hit him. But look at PACT. They took control. The complete south side of the building. Now try to move on. 4 people, 5 people actually on the top floor. There's no roamers going to be there whatsoever. Just moves on this aggressive angle once again. Could potentially throw out a C4 if he feels necessary, but is going to get thrown out by Deep right there. He is once again going aggressive. Take down that drone.
Move to Ho is going to be the man to maybe not go as aggressive as he did last time around. He had Sticky to support him, but still lost his life as he had an earlier engagement. We'll see if he will stand strong. No, he will fall to Magic, meaning it's a 5-on-4. Air jabs being put into play, meaning it's going to be an interesting party so far, as now we see Panari going down to Deep, meaning ex-NYYRIKKI might have a lot of problems. Kalensky has been a god so far already, having a 1v2 clutch, already picking up Darius right now. It is a 4-on-3 situation as the utility is now flying in, and shots will show as well.
Sticky grabs that one with the shotgun onto Optic. Of course, not really a shotgun, more of a sniper on the defensive side right here. Tries to open up and gets killed by Magic. Magic so effective on that Ash. Good response time right there. Deep picks up Oscar Musk as well. It's all going to be up to Kalensky now, but that won't happen. We are drawing things up right here, bringing it up to 5-5. And it's in anyone's ball game at this moment. It's just looking so attacking sided right now.
Yeah, but it also seemed again a little bit over-aggressive from ex-NYYRIKKI. Especially the kill Magic got. I don't know exactly on who it was. Shooting at a wall. And not the smartest decision.
Yeah, of course, it's a shotgun, so it has that destructibility. Wanted to open up another angle, but Magic was already ready there just to wait for someone to peek it. And at that moment, he just instantly took him out. But just looking at this, Magic is so effective on the Ash. He just gets the entry time and time again. So I'm quickly looking at what they banned last time, or what other teams banned against PACT. Because that Ash ban, I saw an Ash ban coming. I'm not just sure what team it was actually that banned the Ash.
But it's not just the Ash working out for PACT so far. It's ex-NYYRIKKI not really too sure on what to do on the defensive side, especially on this bomb side. PACT actually having a pretty decent strat book for themselves. Probably have done some research, but after their well, somewhat miserable defense side, they can still learn a lot from this matchup.
Yeah, definitely so. And it's going to be up to ex-NYYRIKKI right now to try and bring this back, to try and get the lead once again, because they had such a comfortable lead. But right now, things are being drawn back up to a 5-5, and we are following basically the same set of rules as we saw on PACT. However, bomb sites were swapped around at that time.
And the change is that ex-NYYRIKKI was better at attacking through astronomy, and PACT is just insanely good on attacking from the south side of the house.
Yeah, they just give all the control that they need and just hold off the angles right there. And the loss of the ACIC on the edge doesn't really seem to be bothering Magic right there. He's perfectly capable of holding those long angles with the holographic side. Klensky will be playing from astronomy, trying to hold out as long as possible. Move to already getting tagged, and you see ex-NYYRIKKI is actually going for a more aggressive hold right now. They actually reinforced the south side. They read them. They knew they were going to be attacking from this side, and now are going to be trying to hold it like that. So air jabs are going to be deployed. C4 coming down there onto Darius. That's a good pick. That's a Noman out of play. It's a good gun, and potentially 2 more air jabs gone. Another frag coming down, and move to who takes down Magic. That's a huge frag as well. All they need to do is just get the Maverick right now, and there we go. Sticky with a 1-tap. That's a 2-on-5 situation, and ex-NYYRIKKI are looking to win this one pretty cleanly. It's all going to be up to Hour and Optic right now. Optic, the one who got that ace, of course, has to make another one right now to try and still get that round, as they are rotating now to the actual bomb site. Notice that they are not going to be able to do it normally, as we are hopefully seeing them put up some fight, but right now it seems not the case.
It's been the ex-NYYRIKKI side having better rotations this round and actually having a very good read on their opponents. Now they'll have to face 2 more players while still standing as a very strong 5-man lineup. Flashbangs come in, Benary isn't too scared about that one because he is a god.
Move to who?
C4 might actually come in indeed from move to who. Does not get a kill though. Uptick is low. And it is still that 2-on-5 situation we've talked about earlier on. Now they will move into a side 2-man peak, but still no kill coming in. But there is Sticky. Takes an hour, only Optic alive. He'll take down 1, but lose his life as well. It's going to be ex-NYYRIKKI at least drawing things up and actually having the opportunity to make a 3-pointer as well.
Yeah, definitely so, as we are now heading into the last round of this matchup. It's either going to be PACT trying to get out a draw out of this one, or ex-NYYRIKKI to run away with those 3 points and bring their total to 6.
It would be a dream coming true for them. Their first points for PACT if they do draw things up, but unfortunately for them, they again did not get those full points in the bag. Still, they have a chance against the guys of M&M Gaming. Unfortunately though, M&M Gaming is quite a strong team, already putting on some good scores. And last I heard, they're actually winning against Trust Gaming. 6-3 was the last update we got, as we now see ex-NYYRIKKI swapping things up as well. It is going to be the Maestro on move to Ho, and also the Vigil onto Sticky.
Now this could be the change that they need. They are not going to the bomb site, which they have lost previously. They are going to be going up to that kitchen, as we see a Ying coming out as well. It's going to be
and a Thatcher.
And a Thatcher. So let's say KE definitely worried them out, as they now brought countermeasures. It's not going to get played, of course, but still will be able to, an example, temporarily disable those evil eyes.
And that might be the thing they need to actually get stuff into motion. Look at those scores for 2 players on either side. Golensky and Magic doing some work, but Deep and Sticky falling close by. The action phase has already started again, as we will now see the ex-NYYRIKKI side holding on for dear life and holding on for 3 points. Canary, of course, with that pulse, putting on some pressure early on, knowing where some players are coming from. That's the first Thatcher nade already being used.
And it's quite early on. I'm not sure if they actually got some information or utility down with that, as right now drones are just being deployed right here. Panari has some information about possible players about to come in, as he is in the actual basement. Spots one out right there. We'll be calling that out to his buddy who's playing up there, and I believe that was Oscar Mosca.
Yes, it is Oscar Mosca on the Ella, standing by, just getting all the intel from Panari. Stiggy also standing up at a window, hoping they can make some work out of this one. Now let's see if it will actually pay out in the end. It's deep already being tagged up. I don't know exactly from where. Might have been from Sticky peeking right there as well. As we said before, he was moving around. And Panari is still giving that intel, hoping his team will make short work of an opponent.
They know there's a pulse. Deep is just trolling him. He's just running around and keeping him busy, which will allow Panari to possibly be off guard right there as Optic is just holding the angle, trying to bait him out right there. Optic actually gets the frag right there onto Galansky, beautifully picked up, as that is going to be the smoke off the board from the very get-go. Now Darius wants to move in right there. C4 won't hit anything. Our picks up Sticky as well, and right now they are looking to get the draw out of this one. As the impact and the stuns are coming down right there. Another Candela is going to get thrown in as Our is going to go for that plant. Of course, the only one who isn't going to get affected by that flashbang right now is Kamoska. Picks up one, move to who, picks up one. Diffuser gets actually planted just at the last second, but Darius is down. It's all up to Magix right now, as he is going to be going down through that hatch. Right now, they should know his around position. One of the air jabs goes off. Diffuser is already going down. 5 more seconds left for Magic to try and make it happen. It won't happen. Oscar Mosca takes him out, and that means ex-NYYRIKKI will be winning this 7-5. A very close game, but definitely deserved.
Yeah, we have to say that PACT were actually playing really well. Looking at the performance right here, they shouldn't be on that 0 points. They could have actually gotten that one, and I would have given it to them. They started off really well, but in the end, they came short, just like they did on their defensive side, and they really need to clean that stuff up.
Yeah, they do need to clean up these small mistakes, because that's going to cost them time and time again, because they did have the advantage right here. I believe 5-on-3 advantage? Yeah, and they threw it away. So,